Merry Christmas, Sunnies. Welcome to Beaming Light. Beaming stands for bold, enlightened, aware, mature, insightful, nurturing, grateful. Light stands for loving, intelligent, generous, honest, tactful. I am Danita. This is my channel where I talk about my personal experiences in life, connect those to song lyrics and song lyrics to Bible verses to make it make sense in today's society. Because at the end of the day, when this life is over, I want you guys to come with me, like up there. Okay. My dad would be really happy to see you. So, I'm sorry, Sebastian is a little distracted right now. He has this thing where he has to go like get his dog bowls and leave them all over the house. Is that a puppy thing? Yeah, let me know. So we are on the book of Hov all month long. As far as like our song lyrics, right? We have 6 more days after today? No. Is it 6? Yeah, no, 5? 5 more days after today? 5 more days after today, with celebrating HOV. And the topic or the message for this video is, like God, a diamond is forever. Again, like God, a diamond is forever. I'm looking at Deuteronomy chapter 11:13 and Zechariah chapter 1:22. Like God, a diamond is forever. ROC, yeah, number 1, click, yeah, if you represent us, throw your diamonds up, yeah, now let's be clear, I ain't going nowhere, now that you know, holla at your boy, Hov. Okay. Christmas, y'all. Tis is the season. Tis is the season. Tis the season. Occupational hazard. Tis the season. Christmas can be really tough for people, right? If I were to hit the rewind button on my life about 4 to 5 years ago, my Christmas will look totally different from where it is right now. I would say about 4 or 5 years ago, my Christmas would be me driving in from out of town, staying with my mom, exchanging gifts, like us doing a little mother-daughter thing, and, me traveling back to where I was living at the time. Now that she's no longer with us, I'm here. Christmas is completely different from what I'm used to. It's changed. In the beginning was very, very hard to accept the change. Oh my gosh, it was so hard to accept that things changed. And I was like searching for that connection. But as time went on, and I became more accepting of the fact that she wasn't here anymore, and then more comfort in the fact that she just took on a different presence in my life. She's not here physically, but spiritually, she's like always around. It became easier. And to know that I was able to let her go so she can get her wings to fully protect me. But for some people, Christmas is really, really tough. Sebastian, off. It can be very, very tough for people. Off. Like he's like on the counter looking for something to eat. Stop. Off. Get down. Sebastian, off. He think he grown. Somebody better come get him. It can be really tough for people that haven't healed, who haven't done the work, right? There's a song that's like, what do the lonely do for Christmas? I actually thought about that song today, because my plan, honestly, today was really just to relax and chill and lounge around the house and leisurely clean and just be like, man, my dad called and was like, hey, I was driving and I was like, well, I'm already out, so I might as well just drive over and see what's up. And it was good. I hung out with him and fam, and, it's always good to be around people that you love and care about. So I had a great time. I'm glad I went. But I was okay if I didn't go. You know what I mean? It's like, it was great that I went and I saw everybody and the kids, like, they had such a good time. But I was okay if I, like, just stayed at home. What do the lonely do for Christmas? I don't feel like I'm lonely, though. I just feel like I'm alone. And I'm okay with that. Some people aren't. Some people aren't okay with being alone. Some people need other people around, or they need to talk to other people, or it's like they have a hard time getting they have a hard time letting go. And I think that's why I've always been able just to kind of like, some of my friends were like, oh my gosh, you're so strong, you're so strong. At some point, I was tired of hearing, like, you're so strong, you're so strong. Because, you know, I'm just like, sometimes you're just tired of being strong. You want somebody to be strong for you. But then it's like, but that's a great quality. But you have to think about the difference of, like, being strong and then avoiding. Because I think sometimes people avoid their feelings and they classify that as strong because they're compartmentalizing. But being strong is actually going through the emotions, doing the work, crying, like letting your guard down, being vulnerable, being open with people, not being afraid, not being ashamed. Like, that's strong. It takes courage to talk about things that you've been through. It takes courage to realize that, you know, there is something in you that may need to change. It takes courage for someone to understand that, you know, if something's not going right in my life, maybe I need to take a step back and look at me instead of blaming everybody else. Like, that takes strength. That takes courage. But it is not courageous if you're avoiding, if you're compartmentalizing. You know, I've been saying, like, I'm cutting off people, places, and things that I feel like no longer serve me or for my highest good. I don't want to say, like, no longer serve me because I feel like that's so, like, ugh, like, who do you think you are, right? I want to say I'm cutting off people, places, or things that I feel like don't push me to that higher frequency, that higher vibration. And I hope that there are people who can be strong enough to process those emotions to say, okay, well, it's not, I just got to let her do her. But yeah, you know, be strong. Don't be avoidant. There's something about that. Somebody needs to hear that message. Be strong, but don't be avoidant. All right. ROC, yeah, number one, click, yeah, if you represent us, throw your diamonds up, yeah. Now let's be clear, not going nowhere, now that you know how, let your boy Hove. All right, Diamonds Forever. Not to be confused with Diamonds from Sierra Leone with Kanye West. Diamonds Forever is a song off of the Blueprint 2. We're going to look at the first verse. It says, this here rap belongs to us. Nobody as strong as us. It's a fact. Hold up. I'm just warming up. Give me a minute. Give me a second to get it back. The Blueprint birth nigga, I earth you. You can't be serious. This here rap belongs to us. Nobody as strong as us. It's a fact. Who's stronger than you? I can name one person. Well, one being God. Right? God is stronger than anybody. This here rap belongs to us. Nobody as strong as us. Like, love belongs to God. Nobody is as strong as him when it comes to love. He loves us in immense ways that we can't even comprehend, which it makes us hard to sometimes accept that and love ourselves. And it also makes it hard, like, when understanding that God loves us, that sometimes it's hard to accept change, but you have to be strong. Nobody as strong as us. It's a fact. Hold up. I'm just warming up. Give me a second to get it back. I like that. Like, y'all, I'm just getting started with this. I'm just warming up. You're going to see, like, you know, the first few videos and, you know, I'm getting started. Done a few videos now and I'm still warming up. This is something new to me, right? Takes time. Practice makes perfect. But I want to give you the real, raw, uncut version of the things that I'm experiencing. So I want you to feel the authenticity. Wait, the authenticity? The authenticity. The genuineness. I want you to experience the genuineness. Why can't I say that word? Occupational hazard. All right. The Blueprint birth. Like, this is Jay-Z, like, I'm telling you, follow his body of work. He drops jewels busted. Like, I aspire to be as great as him in my career field, right? Like everybody wants to be the Beyonce of the group, or everybody wants to be the Jay of the group. You know, everybody wants to be the best. They're at the top of their game. Like they're the best of the best. The creme de la creme. Verse 2 says, yeah, the blueprint too, homie, follow the movies. Follow the moves. You put on tube socks, you couldn't walk in my shoes. It's true how society don't want me to make into a penthouse with spectacular views. I swear I only make good from my mouth to God's ears. I always say this, like from my lips to God's ears, or from your lips to God's ears. Somebody say something really positive. You know, going back to being strong, a lot of people have a lot of things to say and a lot of ways to judge someone if they haven't experienced the things that they have been through. So it's like if you think that, you know, I'm being harsh or I'm being unfair, like how about we switch positions then? You take my life, I take yours. You think you can handle it? Some people couldn't even know they wouldn't even know what to do. You take my life, I take yours. We switch places. Wasn't there a movie called like Trading Places or something with Eddie Murphy and Bill Murray? Wasn't that a movie? I feel like it was. Maybe I'm getting confused. But you take my life, I take yours. Like, let's switch places. Could you handle the stuff that I've been through? Could you be as strong as me? Could you like be vulnerable, open up, and be honest with yourself and let your guard down and move forward? Or would you be somewhere in the corner balled up on the floor? See, it's easy to judge when you're not in a position. And I try not to do that, but you know, we're all human, we make mistakes. And even with like being a single dog mom, like this is an underrated topic that needs to be explored in the community, okay? In the world. Being a single dog parent is real. It is real. Especially to a puppy. Now, I'm not going to ever compare it to being an actual single parent to a human child, because that takes a lot of responsibility, a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of wisdom. That takes a lot, right? I would never put myself on that level and say like, oh, well, I have a, no. That's completely different. I'm staying in my lane. But don't get it twisted. It's hard being a single dog parent. It is hard. They need a lot of attention. Because at some point, the kid grows up, the dog, you know, you always got to take care of a dog. Somebody's like, what is she talking about? But no, seriously, like, just going back to the things I've been, the single dog parent thing was a joke, but it can be a little stressful, especially if you're not used to having a puppy. But yeah, like the strength that it takes to go through situations, like seriously, like let's be serious, the strength it takes to be a single parent, the strength that it takes to have to work multiple jobs to make ends meet, the strength that it takes to like feel like you got the whole world on your shoulders, you got to take care of all your family, you know, you got to bring everybody with you, the strength that it takes to move past a devastating death. It takes a lot of strength to get through things in life. And it's like you will never be able to judge a book by its cover. And sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know. Like my dad tells me stories. I'm like, like what? Not laughing at it, but I'm just like, what? Like I'm laughing because sometimes it's like so odd. Like what? That actually happened? But I don't know. He's telling me the truth. It is just like the strength that it takes, right? To be him or to experience his life. Like a lot of people want to judge, but it's like you would never want to trade shoes with me. You would never want to walk a mile in my shoes. Let's look at Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 13 says, and it shall come to pass, if ye shall hearken diligently unto my commandments, which I command you this day, to love the Lord your God and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul. You know, strength can come from your soul, right? Mind, body, and soul. That's where it comes from. But you have to really get your mind right to have strength. Because you can, like I said, sometimes people mix up strength with avoidance, and that's not strength, because it takes strength to run towards the issue, not run away from it. What does your soul say about your strength? How are you changing things internally so that you can face your demons, so you can make a change? Zechariah chapter 1 verse 22 says, "And I will overthrow the throne of the kingdoms, and I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen, and I will overthrow the chariots and those that ride in them, and the horses and the riders shall come down, every one by the sword of his brother." It is time for you to overthrow the kingdom of the demons that you're facing. Satan, we're gonna tear your kingdom down. Like, what demons are you facing that you have not, what demons do you have that you have not faced, that you need to overthrow so you become stronger? Face them. Don't avoid them. Don't run away. Face. Eye contact. Like, me and you here. When I see Satan, it's on sight. Like, we here. Some people are so scared to face their demons. It's like, why? You try to cover them up. You try to avoid them. You try to act like they don't exist. You run away. You're hot, scared. You're in fear. You're anxious. No. Stop avoiding your demons and run towards them. Face them. I challenge you to make a list of things that you're like, this is a problem for me. First step is admitting that you have a problem. And then tackle it one thing at a time. Don't try to tackle it all at once. You got to process these emotions and these feelings and go day by day, moment by moment, sometimes seconds by second, minute by minute, hour by hour. Sometimes it just takes that. You know, somebody told me, like, when I was going through my deep depression, they felt like, oh, depression is not real. Depression is real. Depression exists. It exists. Because you may not have ever experienced it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Maybe because you avoid things doesn't mean it doesn't exist. See, it takes more strength to say that you have depression versus you saying, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's fine. No, it's not. It sucks. You know it sucks. So what are you going to do about it? Because it's your life. Like God, a diamond is forever. When you going to get out of here? Because pressure creates diamonds. All right, sunny vibes. Sunny vibes, sunny vibes, sunny vibes, sunny vibes. Sunny vibes is steady mentality. Spread love, light, healing, and positivity in your community. Be a beam light in your community. Pay it forward with a random act of kindness today. Merry Christmas, Sunnies. I love you, and stay humble and be grateful out here. Remember, what are you running from? It's time to start facing these demons. God's got you. He got you. Jesus died. So you ain't got to worry about these demons, but you want to keep holding on. Let them burdens go, baby. All right. Take care. Love you guys.